wonderful July 4th party here at the house. About 20 people came, and there was bratwurst and pork and beans and potato salad and lots of other goodies. So everybody had a real nice time. It was hot. It was between 85 and 90 the whole way. And we put them all up in the cabana. And it worked out pretty nicely. Everybody seemed, there was a good breeze coming through. And they seemed pretty comfortable back in there. So that's all nice. And today is Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah. Wednesday the 5th. So guess who's here? Our little feller. And they kept him up until late. And they were watching the fireworks. And some kids get scared, you know. Not TJ. He was like really loving them and laughing and carrying on and whatnot. So he was liking the fireworks. So I'm sure he was like overstimulated, because just here alone, Judy had the pool, he fell in the pool. And it was a lot of fun. He was just so adorable. Everybody loves him, and he's just a cuddle bug. Everybody's cuddling with him. And so they pass him around and love him up. And so he had a great time, but I think he was very overstimulated, because then she brought him here. And gosh, I don't know how many hours he had of sleep, just a few. And he was conked out in his little card carrier. And then he woke up right when I got up. And I come in the kitchen, and Judy and he was just waking up. And we were kidding around with them and making faces and all kinds of stuff. It was like a little sideshow. So it was a real gentle way to wake up in sort of strange ways, I guess, and with people who are making them laugh and just really gentle with him. And pretty soon we discovered he did want to get up, so we brought him up. And then Judy brought out some of that banana slime, and we fed him some of that. I fed him, she fed him. And I don't know, I guess he come in my room, I put my socks and shoes on, and he got a kick out of that. Judy was holding him, and I was demonstrating the process. Any little thing keeps his attention, and he was looking like he might want to go back to bed. So she took him in the other room, and it was more dark, and he didn't want to settle down. He was, when they get stimulated like that, they want to stay on the go. Well, anyway, she and as they say, he fought the nap, but the nap won, and then finally conked out. So she put him back in his car carrier and put him in the living room. That's where he is now. She went in to take a nap, because she's been on hardly any sleep too. And I'm the only one supposed to watch out for him now. So I got to keep one ear open for if he wakes up. But boy, we think he's going to sleep at least a couple hours. So that's all good. So, that's my nose plug thing. I didn't take it out. I'm sorry. It's a little thing, you've seen those kind that pinch on your nose. Well, this is the same idea. It's made by, right now, I got the box here too. Hale, Hale. And it's the opposite. It holds your nose apart. So you kind of pack it in there, almost like a ear plug. But it's spring-loaded, and it keeps your nostrils apart. And it really works, because I have trouble like breathing it late at night, and I wake up. It's like an apnea, but not quite. Anyway, they charge $40 though. You get a set of 3, small, medium, and large. And the first set that you're buying is really a trial set. You try to see which one fits, and mine is of course medium, but I used all of them anyway. And then you can reorder for only $20, and you get 2 that do fit you. So I got 2 for $20, So yeah, it's a little pricey, but hey, it works. When I have them in, I notice that I'm breathing better. I wake up in the morning without them, and I'm all clogged up, because I haven't been able to breathe right. So with them, I wake up and I'm breathing real fresh. So that's kind of nice. So that's enough of that. But I'm sorry I left them in. There's something hanging out of my nose. But that's what it is. That's the explanation. All right. I'm going to cut off for now and talk to you later. We had a wonderful 4th. Everybody had a good time. And we have a tape of Judy's mother singing God Bless America, as is. So I have that on a different tape, and you'll see it soon too. All right, bye now.
Hey, huh? We want to do God Bless America with you.
All right.
God Bless America.
How does it start?
That's right.
Put our hands up. Where's Scott?
Ready,
Tell
set.
the veterans to come over here.
Everybody.
Scotty, we're going to sing now.
And
Richard,
Dick, come on over here.
we're going to sing God Bless America.
Because Rosie wants to
We're
go
going to be
home.
led by Rosie. It wasn't as good as this year's.
Yeah.
All right, all together now. Whenever you say go,
Cool.
say go,
Go.
and now sing.
God
Bless
America, land that I love. Stand
beside her and guide her
through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairie,
Belt it out, Gio.
To the ocean,
Oh, the song.
white with foam. God bless
America, my home. We didn't have the towel this year though. The flag towel. God bless America, my home sweet. Just in time for the rain. I am back. We had a little brief power outage. You wouldn't believe it. We have power now. What happened was we had a big, huge rainstorm, and it washed all our power away. So it was dark in the house. And I thought it was all right though. So I took a nap. What are you gonna do? Take a nap. So I did. And well, I'll tell you the whole story. TJ's already gone home. It's about 4:20 right now. But he had gone home early because Mercedes came. And she had the other two fellers with her. Aiden. Yes, Aiden was there. And Aubrey was there. So they came over. It was about maybe 2 o'clock and they picked him up. And just after that, they were gone maybe about a half hour, and hopefully they got home safe and sound, because the skies opened up and dropped a whole big rainstorm on us. Lightning and thunder and just a ton of rain. I hope our basement is still dry. And then in the middle of it all, the power went off in the house. So we're just now got the power back. The rain lasted about a good half hour. And then it stopped and the power was out for about, a couple hours anyway. So hopefully everything's back in shape. I'm gonna make my lunch now because I couldn't use the microwave before. So we're having lunch, late lunch, and that's that. Judy had made a really good soup. It was delicious. So we had that, and that's all the news. I would have had TJ on, but unfortunately when he woke up, he's a little worn out. And the dude abides, let's just say that. So he woke up, and all of a sudden there was Mercedes was gonna come pick him up. So we didn't have much time at all. I didn't want to jostle him. She picked him up and he was still halfway ready. He was tired. And so we went outside and sat on the porch. And she gave him a little of that food. And he wasn't even interested in that. He was just kind of just a dude. He's cooling out. So we did too. And pretty soon Mercedes came and we packed him up and there he went. So I didn't get a chance to have him come on camera, so I'm sorry. But there'll be other times. In fact, today being Wednesday, Friday he's going to be over here, so we're looking forward to that. We rescheduled a whole new thing with the boat for the 18th. And my son Christopher is going to be in town for a few 4 days, and the whole gang of us is going to get out on that boat again on the 18th. That was a lot of fun, and we're going to do it again. And this time we're going to be swimming because it'll be warmer. We had just a hot spell for the 4th of July, and now it's kind of getting back down to the normal 70s and stuff. But it was hot, so I bet that water is nice now. It was marginal, and now it's going to be nice. So we're looking forward to that. The rain cleaned up everything, and I'll let it go at that. So looking forward to that. I didn't tell you, but we canceled our previous boating. We had it all lined up, and everybody's all excited, and we had to cancel it because, I went to just normal maintenance. I went to fill up top off my tires, and she did it. It takes two people really, one to hold the thing and the other to watch the gauge because you really can't. And so she does it, and that damn tire was down to 21, And then she says, "Look at all these like little tiny splits in the right around where the rim of the tire or wheel is." And I said, "That's really nothing, But then it was down to 21. It took a long time for it to get back up, but then it held at 21 now. And I don't know what that means. It means, we got spooked about this split tire thing. And I looked on the internet and it said, yeah, that can sometimes be a trouble if it gets worse. And my judgment was that it's nothing. But we sort of gonna need tires by the fall anyway. They're still good, but I was gonna get new ones in the fall. And so this moved up my plans quite a bit. And I popped $430 for some new tires. And it's going to take about a week for him to get after them. Not anymore. A week from Tuesday, I'm having the tires put on. I think that is the 11th, if I'm not mistaken. He'll put them on and balance them and the whole works. So I got an appointment to bring it in Monday night. So Tuesday he can put them on, and then we'll be on the road again. Nobody else could get the timing right, so it all got pushed back to the first there was the 17th, and now it was pushed back another day because Chris is coming to town to the 18th. So we'll have a ball, and you can't be too safe, and that's why I agreed with Judy. She was adamant about it. If it ain't right, it ain't right, and it wasn't quite right. So that's what I said. You can't be too safe especially when you got kids in the car and you're hauling a boat. And man, I don't need a nightmare. So we went ahead and popped early and got this arranged. So that's the end of my story. Talk to you soon. Bye now. Little update on the boat. We had to cancel our second time out because our car wheels, one of the wheels looks funny, so Judy was like, hey, so we're getting new tires for the car, and then we're going to go out. We had about 8 people lined up to be on the boat. We had to cancel, so that happens. But in the meantime, after the first outing, we discovered that our
anchor cranker, I call it an anchor cranker, it's an anchor hitch, was not working. And I'll show you what it was. This is the anchor cranker, and it's a motor inside of there that pulls this chain up and it's the anchor. I'll show you. What the problem was, it used to be had like a remote control, and that remote control started to fail, so it wouldn't work. And here's the remote control. I took it all apart and I put new batteries in it, and it never really started to work properly. So what I did was I rewired it. I took the remote control thing out of it, out of the equation, and I hardwired it. There's a heavy duty cable coming out of it, which is this. At the end of it, there's a little switch. It's a toggle switch. And if I press it this way, it'll lift it. If I pull it the other way, it'll drop the anchor. And then when you're done at the end of the anchorage, you press this button. Raises it right up. So that's what we did. So now the anchor cranker works again. Then at the end of the day, I clip the anchor into the boat so there's no chance it would jump out on the freeway. So that's the anchor cranker. So the other job today is really just to take and bundle up, got about 10 different life preservers. The what they call an onboard battery charger, and it's been on this boat forever, and it sure does a good job. There's two sets banks of batteries. One that is for the trolling motor, that's the one here, that's forward closest on the left actually, and then on the right, that's the one that actually is ignition. That's the one that starts the motor. So you have two separate systems going. Okay, we're live again. Got some more bungees, and this is a little box with some lures on in it, a little scrubby. I'm gonna set this over here, kind of out of the way, but for if we decide to do some fishing. We pull this down a little, so I got a place to work. Let's see. I got these, and I got these big square ones. Put the big square ones on the bottom. In fact, I have 3 of those. Now these bundles, I could probably find a hatch for them, but for now, I'm I'm just gonna put them on the seats because we can't get the gang of kids in there. It's good to have them ready because I like to make sure those kids, especially the littlest ones, have a life jacket on, even when they're on the pier getting in the boat, as a general rule. So I bundled up all the life preservers, life jackets, and seat cushions with bungees, and I set them on the port side where they fit on the chairs, or there's a little area for them. So they're out of the way, and then when the kids come aboard or near with the boats, they'll be issued a life jacket to put on. So that's all done. I showed you how the anchor cranker works, and I just put the cover back on the boat with all those black elastic bands. So that's a good little bit of work. Well, we had to kind of reconnoiter half the garage to pull the bike out, and here it is. Indeed, that back tire is flat. Front tire looks good. I think that's the one we replaced last year. I have to get the pump out, and then we're going to try something now. I got the bike tires pumped up. Both of them were flat. And I had one repaired last year. It needed a new inner tube. And by the time I took it apart, I think I needed a new, what do you call that, injector thing, the nipple thing. Anyway, it was like $50, so hopefully that one's going to be good. And the back one seems solid too, so we'll see how she runs. I'm all hot and sweaty. It's like 75 degrees out and I'm beat. Anyway, so the pump worked, the bike worked, and then I got all the life vests all bundled up real nice on the boat, and I double checked our anchor crankers in good shape. So all systems are go. I also bundled up a bunch of beach towels. So all systems are nice, neat, and ready to go. And that's it. All right. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Well, we had to order new tires for the car, and they're coming today. She said it's between 3 o'clock, which it must be getting on to that time now, and 7 o'clock. It really don't matter, just so they get here. And then I will probably slide them in the garage for a while. And then come next Monday, I'll throw them in the car. We'll put the car by Don's garage there. And then he'll have them ready to put on. So that's all good. That's the plan on the tires. And the boat seems like she's all ship-shape, so we should have a wonderful splash, as they say.